Miami Dolphins.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. Four touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Beckham goes in motion left. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Tua to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. In motion left is Beckham. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. 2nd down and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Beckham goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in there by Crowder. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 3 yards remain for second down. Mahomes now to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mahomes going to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 45 on second down, Tua. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and Hill with it over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Tua now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, quick slant, complete to OBJ. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. In motion left is Beckham. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua on the move to his left. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. It's caught. Beckham. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On first down, Tagovailoa to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He finds his target, Beckham. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play there for KC. 51 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down at 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 105 yards on the ground now for the rookie out of Miami.
Well, sometimes, Brendan, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tua now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cole Kmet, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Tua to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? They had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory.